If you like emojis, click that like button and comment your favorite emoji for a shout out in my next video. And if you'd like to see more fun DIY videos, please click that subscribe button. For this one, you will need 10 ping pong balls. Along with the 10 ping pong balls, you will need a set of 10 LED string lights. I will leave a link down below to where I got these. To make a hole for the lights to fit in, I started with a thumbtack, and then I used a wooden skewer and a screwdriver to make the hole just a little bit bigger. Once the hole was big enough for the light to fit in, I painted all 10 of the ping pong balls yellow. Once the paint was dry, I started drawing on emoji faces on all 10 of the ping pong balls. Here are all mine after they were done. Last thing I did was I placed each light in the hole that I created earlier. And that's all there is to these easy ping pong emoji lights. I will show you two different DIYs to use these recycled Starbucks Frappuccino bottles. Start by removing the labels from the front and the back of the bottle, and then just remove any of the sticky residue that was left behind. For the first DIY idea on these bottles, I just drew on an emoji face. For the cap, I'm going to paint it with some glow-in-the-dark yellow paint. Here is my bottle and the cap once everything was dry. I'm going to use these yellow Orbeez to fill the bottle. The bottle was full of Orbeez, I added a little bit of water. I will be using these mini LED party lights that are okay to use in water. I will leave a link down below to where I got these. I'm going to use 2 of the lights for this one. I placed them on the cap and then used some hot glue to secure them. And now you can twist the lights on and off, place the cat back on, and that's how you make this light up Orbeez emoji. The second way to recycle one of these bottles is to paint the bottle with some yellow glow-in-the-dark paint. Once my paint was dry, I drew on an emoji face and colored it in with some Sharpies. And that's how you make the glow-in-the-dark emoji. You can use it for flowers, or you can store your pens, pencils, or makeup brushes in it. For this one, I'm going to use some photo paper that I found at the dollar store. If you don't have photo paper, you can also use cardstock paper for this one. To get started for this one, you will need to print out this eye emoji image. I will leave a link down below where you can print this out. Next, you will need a clear phone case. Place that over the image and trace around it. Once it's traced out, then just cut it out. Here is mine after it was cut out. I placed it in the phone case and traced around the camera hole and cut that out. And now you can place your phone in the case. And that is how you make these easy and fun emoji eye phone cases. The other idea is to print this out on cardstock paper and then cut it out. Once it's cut out, take a piece of the cardstock, trace around the emoji eye, and then cut that out. And now you should have a front and a back. Choose the kind of paper you would like for your notebook, trace around the piece of cardstock, and cut it out. Once you have enough sheets of paper cut out to form your notebook, then just take the piece of cardstock, place that on the back, the emoji eye on the front, and clip it together. Apply some Elmer's glue to the top of the notebook to bind it together. Set that aside and let it dry. Here is mine once it was dry, and that's all there is to this easy DIY emoji eye notebook. To start for this one, I will be using some brown Model Magic clay. Start by rolling the brown clay into a snake shape. Once it's rolled out, then you will need a lip balm or a bead container, and just take the top of the lip balm or bead container and start wrapping the brown clay around it to make it look like the emoji poop. Here is mine once the clay was wrapped around it. To make the eyes and the mouth, I'm going to use some white and black Model Magic clay. I rolled out a piece of the white clay and cut out 2 shapes for the eye and 1 for the mouth. Once I had my white pieces cut out, I just cut out 2 circle black pieces for the middle of the eyes. Next, I just placed the eyes and the mouth on, and I let that dry overnight. To make the lip balm in a bowl, I added enough Vaseline to fill the container, and to the Vaseline, I added a little bit of cocoa powder and stirred that together. After it was mixed up, I filled the container. And once the clay has hardened, you can place that back on the container, and that is how you make the Emoji Poop Lip Balm. For this one, I'm going to recycle a water bottle, and you just want to find one that has a flat side. I started by cutting the side out. On the piece that I just cut out, I drew a text message bubble. Then I cut that out. I painted my text message bubble with some blue acrylic paint. Here is mine after it was dry. I used a hole punch to punch a hole in one of the sides. I traced out an emoji face along with the letters M and G, and I colored those in with Sharpies. Last thing I did was I added a jump ring and a keychain, and that is how you make the text message emoji keychain. And I'd like to give a shout out to the 3 people who commented their favorite beauty related emoji in the last video. And remember to comment your favorite emoji for this video for a shout out in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed all of these DIY emoji projects. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share.